Hi there, this is Richard Church, back with my second Zoom video, and I'm going to put this on YouTube as well, and welcome you here. Today I want to go over using Canva.com. Canva is a great thing to build your memes out of. It's a great app. There's a free version, and there's also a pro version. Pro version is $12 a month, but the free version is free. And it's great. And the main advantage of using the Pro, if you're using it, is it gives you more pictures. But you can always take pictures off the internet, which is, you can do that as long as they're not copyrighted. And people will ask, well, how do you know if they're copyrighted or not? Most of the time, those pictures are copyrighted. But if you say you wanted to have a picture of a cat and a dog together, well, you can go on there and just type in dog and cat together, free image, and click on that, and it'll bring you to places where we have free images. Now, sometimes they're mixed in with paid images, so you got to pay attention. But anything that says it's a free image, you can use without violating someone else's copyright, and therefore use it without getting sued. Okay, you don't want to get sued, that's for sure. It just cause you trouble. Anyway, this is Canva.com. Okay, I just want to show you some of the things I've built on Canva over the past few months. Apparently, according to them, I've made over 100 of these. And so, what's a digital asset? Tell people different things, favorite self-editing techniques. My site is for self-publishing writers. So that's the kind of information I offer to these people. Go backwards, and these are some I've done lately. Dreams, you can write whatever you want about dreams. This basically, I use just the picture of it and put the words dreams in here. This is a book. I wrote this book and I'm selling it. And this is just to show people that you want to buy my book. Here's what it's about. And that's the cover. This is just my Christmas tree, just saying, happy holidays, and just write a little bit about, post a little bit about happy holidays for everybody. This is actually, you can see on the side, I've had 66 people. My sites are pretty new, but I've already had 25 shares just on this one. And again, it has a good information about, that will appeal to writers, okay? And I'm go back a couple more. I have some tickets. If anyone wants one, you can contact me and get a video. Yeah, it's actually downloading a video to watch. But this video cost me $39 to look at, and it changed my life. This is where I learned to do a lot of the stuff you will see today. Here, I'm just doing a tiny tip of the iceberg, which is about using Canva, but it covers all kinds of things. How to make your own author's page, or if you're not an author, your own business page or fan page. Like Taylor Swift has a fan page. You might have millions of people on it. I don't have that yet, but I would love to, and I'm working towards it. This is just, again, it's Mark Twain. These some really great quotes. The heart is the fountain of youth, okay? And I believe it's true. I'm 67. I still feel young because I stay engaged. More tickets, another Mark Twain saying, and, how to pick the interest in your novel with an elevator speech. You could read this, all of these, and get a jump on 23. If you're going to change your life, don't wait till the last day of the year and say, okay, these are my resolutions for next year. No, go ahead and start your resolutions now and start planning on how you will make those happen. It's really important to do that, okay? And I think this is my latest one, the best side hustle for writers. Again, I'm talking to writers, and what's the best side hustles? Copywriting, learning to write ads that people will pay you for doing, okay? And we could talk that another time. Anyway, that's some of the ones I have. Might have one more. That's me. Yeah, there I am. What a handsome guy, right? Anyway, we're talking about Canva today. Canva is, like I said, a free application that you can use. Within it, you can, I'm going to go ahead and shrink myself here. Okay. Within it, you can make your posts. You can do all kinds of stuff in it. You just need to experiment and see what these, basically they come out in different shapes and sizes by picking the one, but they're already size correctly for the one you pick. Like we're going to do Facebook covers today, or not Facebook posts, which are landscape. And when you do a post, it's important to do a picture because it catches people's eyes. You know, the color, the design and stuff like that. They'll read that stuff. But also, it's important to do a little bit of writing on it. Don't just put a post up there because people will get tired of just looking through posts, basically looking at the pictures. Okay, you have to have some content besides the picture that you put in here. But the picture is the first thing that people look at. Okay, it's like you see someone who's an attractive person and you walk up to them because you know they're attractive, you want to talk to them. And so if you just stood there and looked at them, you know, they'll say, what kind of creep are you? You need to say something. And so that's what you do with your posts, and try to match your post picture with your post writing. Okay, I'm going to click on blank here for a Facebook post. And actually, I'm going to just move over to here where it shows me how to do it. And the easiest way of posting, okay, is there's these templates. Okay, and this is from, look at the top left here, it says design. And you could write something if you want something specific, but you don't have to. You might just look through here and say, you know, these are kind of cool. Is there something that we want here? Well, just pick something. How about, I want something with, let's see, how's that? Youth Day. Is that something? Yeah, it could be anything. If you look through there, there's lots of them. There's probably hundreds there. But you say, okay, I want this almost exactly, okay? But look at here. Do you want them to go to really great site? No. Double click on that and see how it gets highlighted, just like your Word document. And you can write, you're writing whatever you want in there. Okay, and now I have to say, you know, myurl.com. Okay, that, which is your URL, whatever you want to put in there. Most of the time, I put in my Facebook group on the bottom there. So when my meme gets shared, people say, "Well, where's this from?" And they say, "Oh, there it is, right there." Facebook for my group. Okay, which is make the most of your writing. Okay, so anyway, that's how to do that. Anything in here you could change. Let's see. Well, we'll get to that. But you could see how you can change. You could change whatever you want, and you know all these things. Never leave it as really great site. Okay. Let's just get rid of that one and put it there. Okay. There it is. You just made it yours, and it says daily quotes. Just write a quote across there. You can always just look up quotes. Anything that's 70 years old, it's free game, definitely, because it's beyond copyrights. I use Mark Twain. You can use whoever you want. C.S. Lewis, politicians. If you want to do a quote that you think is meaningful and will apply to your audience, go ahead and write that there. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and this trash can says that I can just take that out. Cool. I took that out. You're going to see I'll take this one out here. Trash that. I'm going to trash this. You got to click on it first so it knows what you're doing. And this guy here, trash it. Okay. Because we're going to try something else. The next thing on the bottom is just elements. Elements are cool in that you could do, like, if you want to add a circle, a square, a window, some graphics, like line art or you know, free clip art. Any of this stuff on here is for you to use for free, which is great. That's really great. Let's say you could use videos. You know, these are like windows. It says frames. So if you want a picture that's kind of in a circle, you can use that, like a little cameo shot or something like that, or different ones. There's grids. There's, like I say, clip art in here. The next thing would be uploads. Now, uploads are things that are from your computer. And for me, a lot of times, I'm a photographer as well, and I take pictures, and I think, well, some of these pictures I want to use for my Facebook ad, so I'll just, you know, click on one, and it'll just put it in here. I remember using this one for something. But see this nice green space here? That's just a great place to put any kind of graphic, tell a story. If you're in the lawn care business, lawn care group business, whatever, it's just a great way of doing it. Something I want to show you on this, I guess I double clicked it, so I have two of them here. There, I got one now. On these pictures, you can use them the way that they are. You can resize them, like I could just pull this up here until it fills the whole frame on the bottom and the top, okay? And say, well, I really want more of this big building, so I could just drag this across here, okay? So you could do that moving the frames in the back here. Another thing you could do is put a picture inside of a picture, okay? So that you just will serve as a frame element. And we'll just make this so it fits the top and bottom. And let's see. There's those little lines there, right? And make this so that the frame lines are equal. See the little purple lines until they're ready, okay? And so you could do things like that. We're going to just go ahead and get rid of these for now. Okay, but that's how you do it. And how do you get these pictures? There is a place up here, file here. If I click on file, it'll say I want to import files, okay? So you just import the files from your computer that way. Now, I think I mentioned before, but you could say, can't say it too many times. You cannot just use anyone's pictures. You have to find pictures that are not copyrighted, okay? You could always use yours because you have a copyright, you made the picture. Other places, again, is you just write whatever you want, lawn free image, and it'll bring you all these pictures of lawn images for free. I know lawn's a boring subject, but that's the way it is here. Okay, and now I'm just gonna make this smaller just to get in here easier so I can see my trash can, and we're gonna throw that away as well. Text, there's a lot to do with texts. Text, say, what do I want to do? How about just, I'm just gonna, well, you could do a text box, add a heading, okay? The coolest stuff. Okay, that's my heading, the coolest stuff. And you can put the heading anywhere you want, just drag it where you want. Make sure the 4 arrows appear. And then say, you know what, that's kind of interesting, but that's kind of a boring font. So if you go over here, it says Canva Send, and there's all these different fonts. Here's one. Here's okay, you got to highlight the actual words, and you could write this. That's pretty cool. Sports World, different ones. There's some scripts, there's a few scripts in here, but there's lots and lots of fonts that you can use. Okay. Also, you can make this larger by two different ways. You can just grab it here and pull it here. Okay. If I set it in here, I can reshape it. Okay. So it's in 2 words. And when I do that too, I can make it bold. This type doesn't have a bold version, or just at the top, see the B for bold, I for italic. You could use those, okay? And here is another way of changing the font size, like you can make it smaller or bigger, and it'll make itself so it fits the line that you can say, well, I don't want it in 3, I want it in 2. So all you have to do is make it back here. Now, if it's not centered anymore, again, you can move it and watch what happens. See that line? It tells you that's centered right there. So you can just drag it around there. What else can you do with? Well, what if we want a different color? Okay, pick here. Let's say pick red, and we can pick red, but we might not like the red that, well, let's just see what the red looks like. Well, that looks kind of cool, but that's not exactly what I wanted. So I'll pick red again, and I'll come up here and hit the plus sign. From the plus sign, there's all these reds here, and it lets you move it around so you can get the exact red that you want. Okay, lighter, darker, whatever, okay? There's the coolest stuff, okay, in red. Another thing you could do is you can make the lines closer if you want to. Line spacing, we'll just make them shorter so you can be up there. Okay, and there's also letter spacing if you want the letters to space out more. Okay, we'll click here. Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay, and what else can we do with this here? Remember on there on a lot of memes, what do you want memes to happen with your memes? Well, one of the things you want people to share it. And if people's going to share a meme, you want them to know that you're the one who made it, okay? So I'll click this little bit of body text, and it makes whatever, it'll put it in whatever color you started with. Let's see, here we go. We'll drag it down here. And what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to put, okay, sometimes when you find these a lot of times already built on, and you just change them to what you want, and it could be, I'll just put my URL or my Facebook. Okay, it's like, well, that takes up a lot of room. Okay, and so what I'll do is I'll say, okay, I want that stuff. And usually I put these about 14, 16. And the thing is, I like them all the way across the side, all the way across. So that's where it is. And again, I want it centered, and boom, there it is. And I'm going to change the color because I don't want the red for that part. But I'm going to put it in purple for now, just to have it different, okay? And done. Boom. Okay. Want to put your URL or your Facebook. Let's see, I don't want all that in there, do I? Let's see. So we'll just, this is so easy to edit, just like editing any other Word program. There's effects. A lot of times I'll use effects, especially if I have white on dark. My favorite effect, I believe, is neon, which gives kind of a flashy stuff. So we'll try that in a minute here. Okay. How about this coolest stuff? And basically, we want people to buy our gear or whatever you're selling. So we'll go back to text and write buy my gear. Okay. Buy this gear. And if you want to spell it right, that's a good idea. There we go. Buy this gear. Okay, again, these are kind of two ideas, so you don't necessarily have to have them in the same text. But like I say, that's not my favorite text. Let's do something fun. Let's see, Octavo Black. Buy this gear. Yeah. How about this is a strange one, but buy this gear. Okay. And on this one, you can use italics if you wanted to. Just click the italic. I get to set it up first. Okay. And let's click on italics, and you can underline it as well. Okay. There we are. Buy this gear. And so basically, you could have a picture of whatever you wanted to sell. So let's go to the next thing. Okay. How about photos? Okay. There's all these photos in here, and remember I mentioned that that there's a pro version and a free version, and the pro version has more pictures. Well, see the little crown on this one here? It's the pro version, okay? But there's lots of them that do not have that crown, and they're free for you to use. And again, you can use them uncopyrighted pictures that are either your own pictures or that you got from the internet that say that they're not copyrighted, okay? And they're free images, okay? Now, let's see, do we have any gear here? I don't know. Let's just use this picture. It's kind of an interesting picture. Okay. And here we're going to get people, we have cool stuff here. We want people to buy it from us. So we can grab this and print it down here. Okay. Basically the coolest stuff. Now, buy my gear, it doesn't look good right there, right? So one, I think I'm going to move some things down. We'll do this one first. And also, you could click this sometimes and it'll drop for you. And what I'm going to do is recolor that too, because that's hard to read. And I will put color, I'll do a gray. Actually, maybe a light green on that might look nice. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. And then there's this other one here that we can't even see at all. So, okay, maybe we do that. Buy this gear, change it to whatever we wanted to. I say one, we change it to white. Okay, so up here, I'll change it to white. And two, I mentioned this before, if you go to effects, you can use a neon. This is pretty, see that kind of cool, right? I'll go here. But then think of that, buy the school. How about best tableware? Now, a lot of times I change things as I make the meme because I'm still thinking of what's the meme, what is the best thing I can do to attract my clients. And so there are, okay, the coolest stuff, the best tableware, and your meme, okay? And then again, write something, okay? Don't just leave a picture, write something. Let's see, what else can we go to? Okay, once you got, we'll just call this done, okay? And what do you do when it's done? We need to save it. Okay, go up to File on the left, top left, and write Save. It'll all changes saved, and it'll put this in a library so you can use it again and again if you want to. Okay, and then you go back to File again and do a download. Okay, download for me. My download always goes to a folder on my computer which says Entree because that's what I'm sending it to. So I'll download it, and it says here, it gives me a good for you, Richard. You've done 100 of these already. Anyway, here's the coolest stuff. There it is. That's what it looks like on a gray page. Best tableware, your URL or your Facebook page, and the coolest stuff. And we've done a lot of different things with this, okay? So anyway, we go to this top part here and click on it, see more, and it says Save As. Okay, when I hit Save As, my Entree comes up, and it'll actually say, and for some reason, you could change it to whatever you want it to be. Usually though, I'll just leave it where it is, and because of I did a url.com at one time on this, it saved it as that, but I can do tableware if I want to help you find it. Okay, and then hit the save button, and there it is. Once it's there, all you do is go back to if you've made memes before, or if you've written anything on your Facebook page, all you have to do is go back to that page and say, click on a picture or video, and go ahead and select this and send it over to your Facebook page. And then again, always write something about it. Write something about it. Don't just put a bunch of pictures up there, because you could look at any picture or motivational images all you want on the internet without going to your Facebook page. You want them to, you're talking to a specific audience, so you need to correlate that picture, that image, with whatever you want to talk about. So there it is. Okay, and I'm going to just go ahead and close that off of here. That's all we're going to do today. I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any questions, you can go onto any of my sites, which is, I'm on Facebook, and you're probably seeing this on Facebook, but if not, if you're seeing this on YouTube, go ahead and look at my site below it. Thank you so much. I hope you have a great day.